The first heavily rumored house coming to HHN 2026. Murdy tweets. I think it's trash. Okay guys, we're currently at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for a Halloween Horror Nights 2026 update. That's right, HHN 35 we're gonna be talking about today. Rumors have started. Murdy's tweeting out stuff. We're gonna be talking about some of the stuff that could potentially be coming. I wanna highlight some of the scare zones, try some more food. There's new merchandise we gotta show off. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights shirt of the day, right? So we got the original shirt for this year for HHN 34. Universal did release a little behind the scenes video.
This is Dolls Let's Play.
Okay, welcome back. I got like 2 minutes to get in for Stay and Scream. We are cutting it close.
I have not been here in like over 2 weeks. I'm so happy to be back. Let's see what changes have happened. We made it in with a couple seconds to spare. First stop was popping into the Tonight Shop. They had the special annual pass holder button. Now there's two new ones. For Super Nintendo World for the Epic Universe series that says jump into the action, experience many of your favorite video game characters like never before. From the fun of Mario Kart to careening through Donkey Kong Country, it's interactive fun for everyone. Okay, now this is the one that we really care about, the Halloween Horror Nights one. So it's gonna say, stop and smell the roses. Oh, sorry, we meant violets, daisies, jasmines, poinsettias, and snapdragons. These were actually the code names for the different houses. Every year, there's kind of a themed code names. Last year it was like desserts. This year it was flowers. So that's a fun little nod and Easter egg that only annual pass holders understand.
Okay, so how are we gonna be able to talk about HHN 35 while HHN 34 is happening? So they plan everything a year out, but let's first start off with some Murdy tweets while the park kind of switches over to HHN.
There's John Murdy right there. John!
Okay, so John tweeted out this: packing up to fly back to Ireland tonight. Have to get to work on HHN 2026. Psst, I've already delivered the first treatment. Thanks to everyone who's come out to HHN 2025 so far. Great to meet and chat with so many of you. Be back in October for the final week. Is the IP slate for 2026 already figured out? John says yes, unless something changes. What was the weirdest thing you researched for that treatment? John says, my notes from the previous treatment, but it's not a repeat. And then Jackson said this: was the previous treatment something that was scrapped, or was it something that did become a full house? John says it was a house, just making some connections to expand the multiverse that isn't a true multiverse, but still fun to call back to previous houses. So I wonder if John's teasing another monstrous house, maybe a prequel to his sequels. And then John tweeted out this: multitasking on HHN 2026 today, reviewing the ground plan and finalizing details for house number 1 while beginning research on house number 2. Creating/producing HHN is a never-ending cycle of horror. 2025 isn't even half over yet, and we're plowing into design for 2026. Hey John, is house number 2 an original or IP? If IP, is it one that we've been wanting to bring to HHN for a long time? John says IP. Yes, it is. What's one thing you're researching for treatment 2? John says, I haven't gotten to that part yet, just dealing with images so far.
Pop into the tribute store. They have some new merchandise that dropped. There's a new little scavenger hunt. You come in, they got the new banner. You can hear all the bugs now. Some new sound effects. You got the banner all shredded up. And over here, there's gonna be some beetles. They should be right over here. Yeah, here they are. All right, so here's a look at all the kind of broken shells of the beetles. So it says the blue scarab.
The blue scarabs. The scarab is a symbol of rebirth and regeneration. Faience, stone, or blue metal scarab amulets were constructed and placed near the heart of the deceased to safeguard the dead. Note, the heart was not removed and placed in a canopic jar, since it was believed to be the seat of the soul.
All right, so then up here, we're gonna have a new little sign of paperwork from management. So let's read that real quick.
Attention, all museum staff. It has come to our attention that a vandal may have struck and destroyed our beautiful display of priceless blue scarab beetles. Please keep your eyes open and find all 10 missing blue scarabs within the museum. In addition, we will not be entertaining the idea that they just crawled away, as they are simply just carved stone. Don't believe the rumors of cursed or ancient evils. Be cautious though. They may be up high or down low. Good luck, management.
All right, so there's 10 of them hidden throughout the tribute store. I spot the first one all the way up there. So now we know what they look like.
Okay, so no rats this year for the scavenger hunt, but we got scarabs. They're really small, so this is gonna be a tricky one. Are they high? Are they low?
They did get the Art the Clown sunglasses. You're gonna have the Christmas ones from Terrifier 3, and then these from Terrifier 2.
I found number 2.
It's gonna be right there, so we got 8 more to find. Over here, we got number 3 on all the relics. In the display case over here is gonna be number 4. The pass holder shirt is now 50% off. This is new. $300, 1/6 scale posable figure of Megan. $300. All right, let's continue in over here to see if there's any more Beatles. All right, there's number 5. 5 is gonna be inside where the T-Rex skull is, right there. All right, the canvas prints have dropped. They have one of Little Boo, WWE, Terrifier, Jason, and Fallout. They're gonna be $90 each. So right here, this is gonna be the Little Boo one. Now they have these on display up there, but as like larger prints. But here you can buy your own little canvas. I like that they brought in some higher end collectibles. But you got Little Boo, you got the Ghoul right there, and you got Jason. Colors are very vibrant. Then you got Uncle Howdy right there, and then Art the Clown. All right, number 6 is gonna be over here, hidden right down there. They did restock the stained glass piece. $22. We got a Ghoul figure from Fallout. I would have preferred a Studio Screamer, but $22 weird cartoon Ghoul figure. What, number 7? 7's gonna be on Poseidon's hand. Right there. Okay, there's like multiple families here all trying to do the scavenger hunt. So apparently there's 5 in each room. It's the massive skeleton for Poseidon's Fury. He's on the hand. All right, then right here will be, I believe, number 9. So we got 1 left to find. Okay, I have no idea where the last one is. Now it's gotta be low enough that kids can do it and spot it. Sometimes these are so tricky. Like you're looking at all the places and it's literally right in front of you the entire time, so let's hope we see it. Now right over here, they did hide a little rat. There's one. Now the magnet for this week is gonna be Terrifier with Art the Clown on it. Okay, we spent so much time in the tribute store, did not find the last little Beetle. Sometimes guests take it or break it, so we'll have to come back next time to try to find the final Beetle. But they're about to have their opening scare moment, so we're gonna go to the front of the park, and that's gonna be the scare zone that we're gonna highlight today. It's gonna be the Origins of Horror. The opening scare moment is at 6 o'clock. Now some people, they wait up here by the gate, right? Or you're actually in the park. Come right over here and you can see the opening scare money.
I'm Sergio Navarro, el artista. Por favor, heed my warning. The conservatory before you conceals a more sinister truth. It is the birthplace for the origins of horror. Every stroke of a paintbrush, every word written, every statue carved breathes life to a new nightmare. I am haunted by visions of terrors to come, violent nights of torment, terrifying works of art, a masked killer in the shadows. The fallen from passing those gates will be your soul to wild man, and once inside, you'll be left with no choice but to let them in. I have to do the canvas. They cannot be contained. A magic stroke of my brush, the origins of horror. Break through the fog. Halloween Horror Nights. Beware of what's to come. Una noche de terror. A night of true horror awaits you. Okay, so Universal posted an audition
for like an HHN podcast, I guess, again.
Okay, so this is what was posted. Universal Orlando is hunting for HHN fans. They need fan-focused creators who are in the know and eager to share their opinions and tips. They're looking for content creators, vloggers, and YouTubers. Do you want to be a part of this? Audition today.
Nightmare Fuel Circuits of Decay. So, during opening night for the media event, we were able to film the entire show, so I'm going to show you guys a little montage of how Nightmare Fuel looks.
Everybody from the front to the back door.
She's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter and a straight jacket round her waist. When she gets a bite, you better run, you better hide, better pray that you're not worth the chase. Yeah, she might be pretty, but I promise it gets scary once she wants your daddy and she finds out where you live. Creeping in the shadows, eating poisoned apples. She's nothing like you ever seen. Her mood goes up and down and round, and ain't no telling what she might do next. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter, and she might just come for you. Should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter, and she might just come for you. She's a snake crawling, creeping on the floor. If you give her time of day, baby, that's your first mistake. She will swallow you whole, for you know in your control by a sweetheart criminal. Never thought that she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter. You should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter, and she might just come for.
They've been having issues with the neon lights all season long. Now they're just not even on. They're just completely turned off now. So probably for the rest of the season, no Halloween Horror Nights neon lights. Let's pop into the sweet shop, get a new little HHN treat.
Okay, so before we dive into this, we got some info about Horror Unleashed. So they finally announced Krampus coming for the holiday time. Okay, so it was announced Krampus and Kin will launch on November 15th through January 3rd. The all-new Universal Horror Unleashed is getting more sinister for the holidays. Face 4 haunted houses capture photo ops with nightmarish winter legends and indulge in festive food and drinks. So I believe they're just going to be kind of a Krampus meet and greet character and then some specialty holiday food. Now it is kind of weird. They're doing other advertisements for Horror Unleashed, and they're stating it's an all-new horror with 8 live experiences, premium haunted houses, unique entertainment, and elevated food. Where are the 8 live experiences. There's the one Jack show, and then like a dancer, and then like another dancer and juggler. So that's like 3. Or are they counting the character meet and greets in the bar area? I'm confused where there's 8 live experiences along with the haunted house. I'm just confused on the marketing for this. So now it's time to try this cupcake. At Louis, they have the great cupcake. At the sweet shop, it's a different cupcake from Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't like that it's literally paper. It's like paper eyes and a paper candle. Here he is. Did we pull the paper off? What is going on? He lost his 2 front teeth. What the? All right, we got these pieces like dropping off of him. Let's try to eat into it. I ripped off its skin. Let's see how this is. That might be the worst cupcake of the year. I think it's trash. Louis' cupcake is great. I don't even think it's worthy enough of a hospital cafeteria. That is horrendous. 2 out of 10, only because when you peel off the face of cupcake, there's like the frosting on top. That I like, but everything else is trash. The design does not look as good. The weird paper elements to it, I don't know what that was, but not good at all. This is our Blumhouse experience. At least Holly, we got the tear tram. We got a photo op at City Walk.
Blumhouse 15, and they got some photo ops. Right over here, you have one for The Purge. Some fuzzy images of the Grabber and Megan. And then right here, they're gonna have the Grabber for Black Phone 2 with the phone booth. And then over here, they have a Megan doll box. So there's our Blumhouse experience. Okay, on that note, let's go back to the office. We gotta talk about the rumored leak about one of the upcoming houses for HHN 2026. Okay guys, we're back in the office. So before we talk about the first heavily rumored house coming to HHN 2026, I did stop by the P.O. box. I want to open this real quick when you guys sent this to me. But so Coca-Cola, the Florida Coke Instagram, posted a little sweepstakes already about HHN 2026. So this package is from Rick and Pam. What? Dude. This is awesome. So it's a countdown clock to Halloween Horror Nights. You can pop this out and change it with another one that says just countdown to Halloween. So you got Little Boo right there, the vines and everything. On the back it says Halloween Horror Nights. But wait, you ready? Little Boo freaking turns on. Look at that. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you guys so much. This will be going on the shelf and we will count down the days to HHN for next year. That is awesome. Okay, so now back to HHN 35. What's going on? So leaks are happening. I thought I was gonna wait to talk about this in like February, but leaks are starting earlier than ever. Guys, let's slow it down. Let's wait till after HHN. Let's wait till after the holidays. Let the Grinch have his thing, and then we can start talking about what's happening for next year. But it's already happening now. So, this is what's been tweeted out. Okay, so Horror Night Nightmares tweeted out this. It's the 13th. Not a Friday, but Mondays really have a way of getting under my skin. So you can see all kind of the nails in the Jason mask. This is gonna be Pinhead, right from the HELLRAISER series. There was also another tweet from another pretty prominent HHN leaker, and they tweeted out that HELLRAISER is coming next year. And then also Hollowed Out Horror posted a puzzle piece, right, teasing the puzzle box from HELLRAISER. I saw these leaks and speculations and rumors, real or fake. So what have I heard? They potentially are real. I will say that for right now. They are a heavily rumored house for next year. Anything can change. As we know, contracts can end, stuff can be switched and changed and moved around, but potentially the word on the street is HELLRAISER might be on the table for HHN 35 next year. That's what I'll say for right now. So if you're a HELLRAISER fan, this might be the year. It's heavily rumored to be coming next year for HHN. All right, so Halloween Horror Nights 35 next year is gonna be an anniversary year. There's a lot of special things planned. It's gonna be like a hardcore HHN fan's dream with potentially what's coming next year. I really do not want to talk about any of this stuff until next year, but if stuff starts popping up and being talked about, I'm gonna like have to talk about it. Hopefully we kind of like slow our roll with everything about all the teases and the leaks and everything and wait till next year. But guys, on that note, what are your thoughts about if HELLRAISER does come to Halloween Horror Nights next year? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button if you have not already. Hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.
Annual pass holders.
That might be the worst of the year. I think it's trash.